Now look at tonight's top stories. Plumas County is reporting its first fatal swine flu case. A middle-aged man died Saturday after being taken to a Reno hospital. He's reportedly identified as 52-year-old Dale Lancaster of Quincy. There's no word from health officials if the victim had any underlying health conditions.
The Corning woman police say was killed by her boyfriend was a longtime teacher's aide at Olive View Elementary School. Officers found 55-year-old Linda Griggs dead early yesterday in the kitchen of the duplex she shared with 49-year-old Stephen Piazza. Piazza called to report the crime after leaving the couple's 10-year-old daughter with a family member. He's scheduled to be arraigned in court tomorrow.
And some 200 families are giving thanks to the Salvation Army this Thanksgiving. They received a frozen turkey out at the Salvation Army Church this morning. Money raised during last week's turkey bowling event was used to buy the birds. The Salvation Army will hold its annual Thanksgiving feast Thursday from noon to 2.
Tonight we continue our Action News special report on the efforts to stop those who are tempted to text.
It's new technology for cell phones that could stop people from texting while driving altogether. Reporter Audrey Assistio shows us how Zoom Safer could change the way you communicate behind the wheel.
We make Jules fancies you.
We all know the dangers of texting while driving, and yet most of us still do it.
People know it's illegal. I see it all the time in my personal car, but let's face it, when they see a black and white coming down the road, it's pretty easy for them to drop that cell phone from their ear and put it down in their lap, and we may never see them.
CHP officer Justin Maxey says it's hard for law enforcement to crack down on drivers who text behind the wheel because it's difficult to catch them in the act.
To give you an example, since January of this year, statewide, we've written over 90,000 citations for people talking on cell phones. We've written just over 1,000 for text messaging, so it's difficult to see.
It's a problem all over the world. That's why this public service announcement was produced in Wales and has gone viral on the internet. But one creative mind believes his new application for BlackBerries and smartphones called Zoom Safer could fix the problem for good.
What the software does is it locks the keypad so you can't text and drive.
Just to give you an example of how Zoom Safer works, once your car reaches 10 miles per hour, it activates.
And if someone tries to call, text, or email you, Zoom Safer will automatically send them a message letting them know that you're driving, and you'll get back to them as soon as you reach your destination. The application is also customizable.
You can answer those calls hands-free. You can receive phone calls from only certain individuals that you think that you determine are a priority, or you could receive phone calls from nobody, so you're essentially uninterrupted and entirely focused while you're driving.
The software just became available in September. About 1,000 people nationwide are already using it.
Welcome to ZoomMate. What would you like to do?
Another application Howard plans to release early next year, ZoomMate.
ZoomMate is a voice service bureau that allows the driver with hands on the wheel and the eyes on the road to essentially listen to text with their ears and to use their voice to author and send voice-powered text messages and emails. We all live in modern society, and that's kind of a part of the way we live, but we just have to be smart about how we do those things in the context of driving.
Technology is a wonderful thing. I mean, there's always new devices coming out that, we are a driving society. We spend a lot of time in our vehicles, and, those things make it a lot more convenient to get your work done or get information to somebody that you may need to get information to.
CUSD Assistant Superintendent Bob Feaster believes obeying the law is the safest way to go.
I think the technologies may be helpful, but I think if they still allow one to be distracted by voice calls or texting, it probably won't solve the problem. I think sometimes technology gives us a false sense of security.
Officer Maxey says whatever you choose to do behind the wheel, think about the most important thing at risk, your life.
Our bigger concern and what we're all about is saving lives. The reality is it just takes a split second for something bad to happen because your attention is diverted away from driving this car. It doesn't take a long period of time, a second or two, and very bad things happen.
I'm Audrey Assistio for Action News.
For more information on how to add the Zoom Safer application on your cell phone, you can find the link on our website.
Thousands of shoppers are taking advantage of a bleak economy by hitting the stores early before the turkey is even stuffed. Retailers are providing deep discounts to those who want to get a jump on their holiday shopping. Michelle Franzen reports.
Black Friday may signal the official start to the holiday shopping season, but this year, Black Friday comes even earlier.
I definitely noticed it, and I've never seen it before.
Daily deals on everything from electronics, clothing, and toys to draw recession-conscious shoppers to the stores.
Every retailer is trying to get ahead of the Black Friday specials and offering early doorbuster specials.
For the first time during the holidays, Target is offering to match competitors' prices. Sears is offering weekly deals between now and Christmas. Walmart rolled out a campaign weeks ago, pricing 100 toys at $10 each. Not to be outdone, Toys R Us has already unveiled hundreds of early bargains, and that is just the beginning.
We're very aggressive in the holiday season, but what we see year in and year out, that it is about value, but it's also about getting that hot toy.
And one toy that might be the hardest to get, Zuzu Pets. The furry robotic creatures are priced under $10.
This is the hottest toy. People are lining up the stores for them. They're sold out in most locations. On eBay, they're selling for $45 to $50.
And normally these are what?
$7.99.
But there are also deals on higher priced items.
One of the hottest high-tech toys this holiday, MindFlex, a game that uses this headset with sensors that reads your brain waves to move this ball through an obstacle course.
No matter the gift, shoppers already out in force say there is a bigger message beyond the sale signs.
You have to come early to get the good stuff, so yeah, before it runs out.
The message that retailers may be big on bargains and small on inventory this holiday. In New York, Michelle Franzen, NBC 24 Action News.
Well, one of the hottest holiday gifts is already out of stock. We're talking about the Nook ebook. You have to wait until the first of the year to get it. Barnes & Noble is completely sold out, according to its website. The Nook ebook competes against Amazon's Kindle and Sony's e-reader. The e-reader is reportedly in short supply as well.
If you're going to be shopping for young ones, listen up. A consumer watchdog group has released its 24th annual Trouble in Toyland report. The survey focuses on toys that may pose hazards to children. Leanne Gregg has more on its findings.
As the holiday shopping season gets underway, some important information on toys. A new survey by the U.S. Public Interest Research Group says it found 3 main toy safety risks to small children: toxic hazards, noise, and choking.
In the past 2 years, at least 13 children have choked to death on balloons, balls, toys, or parts of toys.
For children under 3, PIRG recommends using a cylinder the size of a tissue roll to test the parts. If they fit through the cylinder, the toy is considered unsafe. As for noise, PIRG says nearly 15% of kids between 6 and 17 show signs of hearing loss. So toys like this Play cell phone used close to the ear should not be louder than 10 decibels measured from 10 feet away.
And it exceeded 85 decibels.
Harmful chemicals found in toys are also a major concern. It's long been known to avoid lead, which can damage the central nervous system, and phthalates used to make plastic softer are linked to reproductive defects. But consumer groups and the toy industry say toys are safer than ever.
There are tens of thousands of toys on store shelves, and they found them to be in compliance with a few exceptions.
This year, there have been 38 Consumer Product Safety Commission toy recalls, down from more than 160 last year.
These lower numbers don't reflect fewer inspections or investigations. They really do seem to reflect greater compliance with the law.
PIRG has launched a new interactive mobile phone tool and website to help shoppers check on possible hazards while in the store. Part of an ongoing effort to help ensure that toys bring joy and not harm to children. Leanne Gregg, NBC 24 Action News.
We have links to the new mobile phone interactive site, as well as more information on toy safety and recalls. Just go to our website and then click on News Link.